Yeah, Carly will look at it and she'll say, I'll consider it, but I've been so much better with no armor. We should at least take it with us, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I put an arm around her.
I'll put it in
As
the
for
bag.
the rest of the things that they have, the elf also has the longbow that she has been using. And now that you've had a good chance to look at it, you're wondering how the hell this longbow is still intact. It looks as though it has been burnt to a crisp. The entire frame is charred and black. And as you pick it up, and I'm going to say, like, Lily will pick it up and kind of draw it back, it feels just as good as any other bow that she has ever held.
To be fair, we saw her firing the scorching ray from it, so...
You know it definitely is magical, but like just to look at it, you're wondering how it was intact.
Was that a brass or a bronze?
It was a bronze.
Bronze.
Oh,
Okay.
bronze. I thought I said
Yeah,
brass.
it's bronze. Yeah, if I said bronze, I meant to say brass.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a very brutal-looking bow.
Does it look like it requires attunement?
Probably.
I'm gonna say no because really, it's not that good of a bow. Like
Scorching
what
Rays.
I got it from, it says yes, it does, but in all honesty, the effects that it gives, it's not really that amazing of a bow.
Is it a +1 at all?
No, it's not.
I
I think the Scorching Ray is why it requires the attunement, but that Scorching Ray effect is shit.
I could pick it up and use it. At least I would make my shots magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might not be the bad idea for that. And Ione especially would notice that she might mention it is she'll remember when getting hit by it, it also burnt.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any other information we can get from it? Like, we wouldn't get its name. Any charges or whatever that we would need? Can I spend some time during a short rest with it? Whatever.
You can spend some time on the short rest to try to figure out exactly what it does, though you feel like you've seen all the effects it has, or at least most of them. The last thing of note is, as you drag the halberd guy back and you look over his halberd, you see that's actually a pretty fine halberd. And there are a few magical runes inscribed in it. They're runes in Elvish. They don't really seem to say anything particular. It's not those gibberish. It just seems to be more like of a strengthening, like just glyphs of strengthening, more or less. So you can assume it's probably just a magical halberd.
Can I loot all of the leftover arrows? I'm getting low.
Yes, you can. There are a lot of arrows here.
Can I say there's 60?
I'll let you say there's 60 here because there were 5 freaking archers.
All right, so now I've got plenty of arrows. All right, cool.
Yeah, plenty of arrows.
All right.
All right. Are you looking around the camp at all, or?
Yeah.
I'm searching the tents.
All right. Inside the tents, there's a few bedrolls. You see a few barrels full of cabbages.
Okay. All you hear upon discovery of the cabbages is a single gunshot.
Cabbage murderer.
There seems to be nothing else really of note inside the tents, however.
Okay, guys, we're safe. I got it.
What did you kill?
The green demon.
Oh, good job.
CR still just digging the graves for the elves, except the half dragon one.
Yeah. All right. Yep, and you could probably
Lily will help her.
Clearly will help to get one for the human as well, since she gets the feeling that he was in the same boat as the rest of them. The half dragon was very obviously here of her own twisted will.
Yeah.
All right, and you'll probably spend the next hour or so digging the graves and giving them all the proper rest that they undoubtedly need.
Can we take a short rest after that to?
Yeah, you'll be able to take the short rest after that as well.
Okay.
I feel fine.
I could use a little bit of a short rest.
Okay.
I get stuff back. Don't you get grit back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Night.
He's
Which I
probably
don't think
just
I
gonna
used
kind of
anything.
climb up onto one of the towers and just kind of keep watch for the duration.
I'm gonna climb up with her.
Oh, hello.
Hey, this is awkward.
I can speak. I can guess.
Yeah, well, it's a rough time for you. We barely know each other. Just trying to be friendly.
Grateful that you're helping me out.
It's fine. We're all good people here. Well,
Most of us.
uh,
No,
Doctor's
you're all
good.
good people that I can see.
Not sure about the monk.
No, she doesn't seem that bad. You're all good people that I can see. Well, you're not evil people anyway.
Well, as long as I don't make me eat cabbage, they're good to me.
That's why I made the owlbear.
Thank you. Tasty.
And then Riley is going to wake her up for the rest of the rest. Anything else going to happen during the short rest?
I can't think of anything.
All right.
Getting all my stuff.
What was the shocking grasp for?
Just testing. I was making putting in the reroll automatically.
Mm.
All right. The reroll.
It's not a reroll. The
For
one
our lightning
equals-
adept.
It's not
Oh,
It's not a
as a
reroll. It's just ones
Oh.
or equal to become two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, that's why I hadn't put it as reroll. I'm an idiot.
What
Yeah,
I might,
so-
Now I gotta redo all my macro again.
Sus, what I might suggest is putting in the damage type 1 equals 2 for lightning.
Yeah.
That might help.
Yeah.
And also
I
for
already,
this,
I already have it on the macro anyway, so.
for this one in
I
particular,
gotta read light.
you might want to put the reactions thing in here because it's not on there.
I should have had it there too.
All right. Regardless, so the rest will happen in peace. Nothing else seems to come up or happen with it. Everything does seem relatively calm. It's probably going to say it'd be around about noonish when everything comes to an end and party's ready to move up. I don't know if Val is still here, but Criley will get up and slowly shake Shiki awake. And after shaking her awake, kind of jump down to the bottom and say, we should keep going. We need to find his actual lair. That's where he would keep all of his treasures.
Well, let's head off.
Yep.
All right.
There's way over this way. I saw this earlier.
Yeah, let's head this way. And as you're heading this way, you can hear the dull roar of a waterfall.
I hear the dull roar of a waterfall.
Sayara
Thank
coming?
you.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Bring
Sorry.
Shiki along as well. And as you come up this way, you can definitely see the waterfall as well. And roll perceptions as you get into this area.
Perception.
You don't need the human. No, I don't need that anymore. Criley, perception roll. Man, Criley's really... Most of the people are really perceptive, so it's like everybody but Lily.
I have a +6.
Lily's like, that's a cool.
Whoa,
waterfall."
whoa,
I have a +2.
whoa! I came back at the right time.
Yes, okay, so the short rest finished. Criley kind of shook Shiki awake and climbed down and said we have to find the actual dragon's lair.
Damn it.
Right, and as you're kind of going along, Haru continued to speak up. Well, at least the dragon's lair will be a lot easier with the dragon actually dead. And as she's saying this, you kind of notice out in the water there appear to be 4 reeds, which are just moving along the way upstream, which first of all is really weird on its own. But the moment Criley speaks aloud to the comment about the dragons already being dead, the first reed closest to you just stops right where it's at. And a moment later, Lily... Yeah, sure, that'll work. Lily.
Dragon turtle.
No, let me actually... Everyone would have moved a bit more. Right at that point, out of the water bursts it looks roughly humanoid. His skin, this one's skin is currently green. The most impressive thing about him is he has a really nice hat.
For God's sake.
Is that the Grinch?
No, it's not. I might explain more about what these things are later. Actually, the Grinch would not look out of place among them, being honest. The Grinch would just need a hat. And he would just kind of come barreling out of the water, and he has well, it looks to be a halberd, though the actual shaft appears to be a bit bulkier than that. He just kind of, wait, what? The dragon's dead? Oh, you killed the how's the dragon's dead? We were supposed to kill the dragon.
Sorry, what's your name? I'm Lily.
And he kind of doesn't seem to pay that much attention to you as he kind of climbs out of the water and looks back and says, they killed the dragon! You know, did you kill the dragon?
Lily, again, pulls a scale out of the bag of holding.
Oh, wow. They did kill the dragon. Another one crawls out of the water, a third one as
twins.
Triplets!
Triplets!
They killed the... What are we supposed to kill now? Cry. And they just seem to start arguing amongst themselves over all this stuff.
You can try killing that tree behind you.
But the tree doesn't give us a good challenge. And they all continue to just keep arguing and everything. And eventually, the fourth reed pulls out of the water. And as he comes out, he just kind of reaches up and he backhands all of them. He hits the first one. His head kind of just knocks the other two. And this one, he looks to be bigger. And he's carrying... You're not quite sure what it is. It is this massive... device. It doesn't look like specifically like a weapon per se. Got a lot of tubing and everything running across it. Kind of just look at the party and kind of start like, quiet, you lot. I need to think. Kind of on this little thing he's holding, he'll smack an edge real quick, tap it open, reaches into his little pocket on his side, and he pulls out a cigar. The flame spoots out of this device he has, lights it up, takes a nice big puff from the cigar, and he looks over. So, the dragon that was supposed to be here is dead, right?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Dead as a doornail.
You're
more
like the dragon then, look over at Lily's scale. Yeah, it's impressive.
Lily's
How did
putting
you
the
kill a
scale
dragon?
It's more like a pancake, really.
If you want to find him, he's back, and Lily's going to point where they came from. Back to the south, about a mile or so.
It just kind of isn't. Dead dragon doesn't mean anything to us. We gotta kill a live dragon.
I get the feeling that they might attack. I'm not saying this in character. I get the feeling they might attack us because we killed the dragon.
Yes, that was my feeling as well.
Yeah.
How on the ball is that feeling?
Very.
That feeling is roll insights.
With my +1.
I'm actually rolling good on my wisdom rolls.
It's my first battle.
My specialty backfired on me.
Yeah. Well, Ione will instantly get the feeling that, yes, they're probably going to want to attack. It's not so much that they're, angry at you or anything. They're just looking for a fight.
Sir, what's that device you got there?
This? And I kind of smile and think just like, you know what? We should probably show you firsthand. What do you think, lads?
Hold up. I think there's more fighting up ahead in the dungeon we're going to. The dragon's lair.
Roll up persuasion.
There's certain to be lots of dangerous enemies there.
Beep.
Well, if the dragon's dead, what else would he keep in his lair that'd be as good as a fight as him?
You guys could go and try and find another dragon.
We've spent 3 weeks walking through the water to get this far.
Wait,
could walk on
3
land.
weeks underwater?
I mean, we did defeat the dragon with an army. With a whole army. We're not as strong as a dragon alone.
We had a lot of people
persuasion
helping
check
us.
with advantage, Atagi.
Sorry, roll.
Roll a persuasion with advantage.
Wouldn't that be deception?
Or technically, you didn't have an army, but you did have help.
Oh, they're the same bonus. I was just
Yeah.
Persuasion with advantage. Crit.
Of course, you didn't do it by yourself. It wouldn't be any fun to fight then.
Also, why did you guys walk through that poison-filled water?
You think poison bothers us? And the other ones all start roaring and laughing as well.
I'm guessing poison doesn't bother them, guys.
What are you guys, for reference? I don't think I've ever met one of your kind.
What are we? Little Kurijian like you don't even know the folk tales? We're Korkin. And Atagi, you have heard this name before, but you're going to have to roll history to know how much you know about them.
Can I roll history?
I might have
Everyone
known,
else can roll a history as well.
but I forgot.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Maybe.
I do have proficiency in history, so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, let's see. So to go off with Atagi, you feel like you've heard this name before, but you cannot place where exactly. See, so Lily, not Sayara, and Shiki. Shiki, you have forgotten this, but you've heard more details since then. From what you've heard, it's been from actually like the other Kurijian animal folk around, but Kurijian are treated mostly as like boogeymen. Kind of like orcs, but they're just like, they love to fight and they don't care about anything else aside from their hats. And you can kind of get the feeling that though the largest one's his hat's kind of in tatters, the other ones seem to have a bit of reverence for it.
Sir, that's
I vaguely remember hearing something about people with hats.
Sir, that's a mighty fine hat you got there.
Ah, isn't it the best hat in the world? And he kind of reaches up to adjust it.
Absolutely glamorous.
Smiles with his big grin full of rather ugly teeth.
Lily's going to pick up her ears. I have a nice hat too, and then put them back down.
That's not a hat.
It's more of a headband.
Yeah, kind of.
Sir, I gotta ask, you got a mighty fine hat there, but I'm also intrigued with that device you have there.
You're wondering what this thing does here? Well,
Nods.
I wouldn't mind letting you see it. You did say there was a good fight down the lair, didn't you?
Yeah,
Probably
There
a lot
might
of them.
be.
yeah, probably.
Well,
Dragon Lair's gotta have some good stuff there.
yeah, you're right. There's got to be a lot of good things in a dragon's lair to fight.
Maybe even finer hat.
Oh,
It
I don't
is-
know if that's
it is-
possible, Shiki.
His grin just seems to go, there better be a finer hat if you say that.
Yeah,
To get a better hat just to win it off of a foe.
yeah. See, did he?
All right, then. You want to see how this works? And he'll kind of just lift it up, and he'll point it over to the tree across the river. And it'll kind of just motion, well, this thing's really fancy. He'll start off by just, like, swinging it forward. And as he does so, there's a large spike on the end. And when he swings it forward, this spike extends. So it's like almost you get the feeling when he hits, then the spike stabs you.
Oh,
Rather painful.
it's
and
a
then he
pile
brings it-
hunter.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it's a real fun one. And he kind of reaches over and he taps something on. And as he taps it, Shiki being this close, she can recognize it. This is a pressure valve. And he grabs onto it again and he lifts it up and he aims it at the tree. And he pulls a trigger and the whole thing just kind of starts rattling. And in sequence, 6 shots shoot out across the river into this tree. And the tree just kind of starts to fall over as some of its larger branches are torn asunder from all the bolts hitting it.
So cool.
Was it necessary to
glad we're
break the
not-
tree?
And I'm wide-eyed
That's a
looking
good
at it.
point. The tree can't fight back. Why did we break the tree again?
You want to show me
Yes,
how
why
cool
did
this
you
thing
break the
was?
tree?
Ah,
Could
yes, I did. That's
And you,
right.
and also you got a mighty fine hat.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Like,
All right, boys. They keep saying there's something nicer down those caves. Let's go looking. And he'll kind of just lift it up. He'll pull out a 6-chambered like revolver magazine. It's empty currently. He reaches behind his back. He pulls out a mechanism that holds 6 more bullets. He loads it in, pulls it away, and locks it back into place.
and I faint.
All right, lads, into the waterfall.
See,
And-
you didn't even have to touch her, and you already defeated her. We're totally weak.
Yeah, they're right. This would have been a boring fight. Come on, boys, into the waterfall. And the 4 of them all rush into the waterfall.
Guys, I think we'll probably see them again.
Liddy,
Yeah.
Liddy. I want it. I want that.
We kind of need to go in after them if we're going to get that egg back.
Really, yes. We
Yeah.
should I don't trust them around the Hague. We should
We-
probably go in quickly.
We need to actually get there. We need to get
I
there
don't-
quick, actually.
I don't trust them in general.
Does
Yeah,
it
we
look
should-
like there's a way to sneak past the waterfall without coming in contact with the water?
If you peek your head around the side, you can see that the waterfall. There's definitely a cave inside. You could probably sneak inside, though you'd have to wade through the water. It's not nearly as deep as the water is itself.
But is it
But
poisonous?
it is going downstream.
It's poisonous.
It doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be quite as poisonous. Like Krylie will stick her foot in. She said it doesn't seem nearly as bad as the rest of the water. I think we'd be fine.
Okay,
Alright.
let's do it.
I'll go in first.
Now, here's the really fun part. I have the map. I've put nothing in the map.
Oh, cool.
So
Are you trying to say
this is the end.
tune in next
I
time?
think I'm trying to say this will be till next time, because you've essentially talked your way through 2 encounters.
Oh, hey, there's some apples over here.
Are there actually?
Yeah.
I could have had.
There are.
I could have had a new gun. You pieces of.
I'm sorry that I want to win encounters socially.
I'm
Can
a
I-
little hungry. It's past noon
Yeah,
time.
let's look at the apples.
Lily's gonna
It's
grab
kind
an
of
apple.
Are they actually poisonous? Like, how are they growing?
You don't know, but this entire area, the trees in this little part of the woods don't seem to be as gnarled as the rest of them. Roll an insight check if you wish.
Guys, it's the thing. It's the seed of many things.
Shiki.
Sayara, you get the feeling that this was left more or less as it is because it was kept as a trophy by the dragon.
Shiki, don't you see?
I'll take an apple.
Lily gonna take an apple too.
All right, so Sayara and Shiki are both, or Sayara and
Lily.
Lily are both taking apples. Or anyone else?
No.
Carly will actually go take an apple. And Sauce, you want to speak?
Shiki, don't you see? Words can be more powerful than bullets.
Really? You want to test that theory?
All
you
right,
wouldn't
the
want
two
to
of
hurt
you.
me, would you?
And the gun comes out.
All right,
You
so
wouldn't
the
want
two
to
of
hurt
you-
me, would you? I twitch my ears.
I can make you dance.
The two of-
Sorry.
Are you saying you wish to dance with me?
I think I'm gonna let Silver. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, both of you reroll.
I'm doing this because
Roll a d9. I fucked up.
9. Okay, I'm doing this because you told me that you were very sad that we didn't
We
do
didn't
this
eat-
earlier. So
I'm doing it because, like, why would a
Okay.
dragon want apples as a trophy?
All right, so it actually turns out that you both rolled good now that you rolled the right dice. Sayara, as you bite into this apple, it tastes really good initially. Then you bite down on something really crunchy.
Ugh.
And you pull back and you look into the apple. There are 5 rubies in this apple.
Rubies.
That would be more painful than crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, your teeth kind of are sore, but there are 5 rubies in this apple.
I can see why the dragon would want them then. Ah.
Lily,
Oh, ow.
as you bite into the apple, this apple, it tastes really good, but you're not quite sure yet what's happened.
okay.
It's a good apple otherwise.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Sayara. This one's delicious.
I pull out one of the rubies and, like, this was in the apple.
Well, you just got to be careful about
Roll-
it. Why do you have a
feel free to roll
ruby
it.
in the apple?
Feel free to roll an intelligence check on those rubies. I think that'll be
Alright.
good for Prizel.
Me?
Whoever
Me.
wishes to look at the rubies.
Yeah, 13.
They're probably
Sayara.
gonna die.
Yeah, Sayara, these rubies, you're pretty sure they're worth 2,000 each.
Ooh. Alright.
I guess these apples are, but I'm ruby red.
So, Syra, are you doing anything after we get this egg?
I don't know, am I?
Well, I think we're
Let
gonna
me-
be
let me
bringing
think,
it
let me
back.
think. We're probably going back to the ship.
Mhm.
After we go back to the ship, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Maybe a say a very expensive restaurant.
Nah, my family was usually pretty modest.
Surely you can treat yourself at least once, and treat your friends.
What are you getting at?
She wants you to
Don't-
take her to dinner.
You don't find the expensive rubies in an apple every day, you know.
I mean,
This
it's a
power-
gift. You have to save the money that you make.
Also, feel free to roll an investigation at the same time.
Oh, hey, that's not bad.
Lily, you get the feeling this... I think you saw the apple tree back in the goblin part of the town,
Yep.
or forest.
Yep.
You're pretty sure this is the exact same apple tree. In fact, looking at the ground, it looks like it's been replanted.
Huh. Cool. It's almost as if things were reused from previous dungeons.
It's almost like the dragon was through that area, found something that he liked, and brought it back to his lair.
Well, how come I don't have rubies in mine? Hey, Atagi, why don't you take one? Maybe you'll have some rubies.
It's because Liddy's probably leveled up.
I'm hoping.
I guess you only live once.
Reroll. You can roll 1d7, actually. 7. Ooh, what's this one?
Everyone dies.
See,
Apples
I've
fall.
I've already done my lucky dip, guys. I don't really want to do it a second time.
Atagi! You bite into it, and it tastes good at first, but then it tastes really bitter. You feel as though, you can't place why, but you feel as though you've just made a powerful enemy.
Uh-oh.
Didn't you say Creely was also taking one?
Yeah, I'll have Curly take one.
For God's
I
sake,
just have to roll
people,
1d6
no!
now.
No!
Alright.
I mean, to be fair, if Atagi died right here, right now, then I could bow out and not have to worry about
Oh,
more
these guys-
things.
As Carly
Don't
reaches
do
up
it.
and she grabs into one and she bites it. She bites down onto it and it's like, this tastes... And as she's biting into it, the quiver on her back disintegrates.
Oh,
Carly. Something happened.
quiver. How important was your quiver to you?
And she'll turn back and she'll look at the quiver. Her eyes are wide. And as several, 60 bolts fall to the ground, she quickly searches through it. So she's not really looking through the bolts so much as she's looking for the special case she showed you guys when you first met. And she eventually finds it among the pile at the ground. She opens it up. A pile of dust where the Dragon Slayer bolt was.
Right.
I toss what's
Out.
remaining my apple
Out.
on the ground.
Out,
This
out,
tree.
out, out now.
Lily's
And
still eating her apple.
she seems shocked more than anything.
I didn't know apples could do that.
I am throwing my firebomb at that tree.
You only have one left. Don't waste it.
Yeah. But that
You're
tree's
gonna,
evil.
Crowley is on her knees in front of the tree, so you're gonna have to drag her out.
Kylie. I help her to her feet.
I'll let you borrow one of my arrows later.
Let me just grab the rest of the bolts. And just slowly
Lily.
start to gather up the rest of the bolts and just hang on to them and
Lily,
carry them out. And
Lily, come here. You do realize that bolt was probably made from her dragon friend?
Well, I hope it wasn't. That would be really mean to her dragon friend.
it was made when I found him dead. I wanted to have him at least get the final shot against the dragon that killed him.
Lily,
But...
Lily, you know nothing sometimes.
You and you
It's-
tinkers.
And
It's-
people think I'm an idiot.
At least his foe has been destroyed. I was just gonna keep it as an heirloom then, but let's just get the egg.
Now
So you-
apparently I have a foe, and I launch a firebolt at this tree. Wouldn't hurt to make more at this rate.
Lily pulls one of the dragon scales out and hands it to Krylie. Well, maybe this could be a memento instead.
I don't think that's the kind of memento she wants.
I don't think that's the
No,
right kind.
Don't worry. If everything is well, the only memento I'll need is the child.
Okay. She puts it back in the bag.
All right.
I didn't want to give it to her anyways.
All right. And the firebolt at the tree, it kind of leaves it a little bit scorched.
Yeah, that's fine. I spit in its general direction.
Yep.
That's a really weird tree, but I can see why a dragon would want it.
See, this is why you shouldn't play lucky games with random trees.
Lily's still eating her apple. It's really tasty.
Oh, I'm waiting for Lily to drop down dead all of a sudden.
What
Alright.
else
This
could
video-
she have gotten?
this-
She
this
could have
video-
got. There was actually more bad than good left, admittedly.
Mm. I wonder who got the better one, me or Lily.
Well, it depends what
I'm
Lily's
gonna
playing.
say you probably ended up with a better one versus Lily. Like,
Awesome.
Lily, I'm going to ignore what it's actually supposed to do and make it do something slightly different, but you'll understand later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in and then call it a day. Because
I
Yep.
can at least show you the entrance of the cave. Let me gather everyone up in a row.
I wonder if we're gonna find those whatchamacallits later on.
The cork.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to find them in there. Don't worry about that.
But will
I
we
just
find
don't
them
know
as
where.
corpses or in the treasure room?
I'm hoping as corpses.
See,
Kind of.
we kind of got to beat them to that egg
All
because
right,
I
so
don't feel
you're
it
about
when she smashed.
center top-ish.
We haven't moved.
I'm-
I haven't. I moved.
We have not moved.
Oh, yeah, I got to actually move you guys. Ione. You're about center top-ish in this room.
Is this one going to load better?
This one will
uh,
load a lot better. There's not nearly as many things in here.
Lily and Sayara
Okay.
wanted point.
Yeah, I'll move Lily and Ciara to point then.
Yeah, please go on point.
Mid works pretty well for me because I got a lot of shorter range spells, and
I'll put these two
I
back.
pretty
Thank
have
you.
a movement machine.
So yeah, that's
Alright.
going to be how you guys are going to be going down. The
And
only
I'm
thing
gonna have the
say
light
you'll
spell
notice-
ready.
The only thing I'm going to say you'll notice right off the bat as you start to go in this way is you're not sure how the dragon would actually fit through this passageway.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
Seems a bit big. But we'll cover that next time when I actually have everything here finished out aside from just the map.
All
The
right.
dragon could squeeze through that space.
He could squeeze through it, but do you honestly think a Vane dragon would dare do that?
No.
He probably has another
Exactly.
entrance someplace else.
Yep. Alright,
No.
anyway, gonna end it off there, guys, so it's been fun.
All right. Thank you, Will.